Ponies, ponies, ponies. Ponies, ponies, ponies. Ponies, ponies, ponies. Ponies, ponies, ponies. Ponies, 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 ponies. So today I'd like to talk to you about a little known part of the equine world. It's called the warmblood. These horses are really large. They're actually the size of draft horses, but they've got regular horse characteristics. The reason they had to be so big is because they're descendants of the Knights in Shining Armor era ponies. And they're so big because you put a 200-pound man on there, plus 100 pounds of his armor, plus another 100 to 200 pounds of armor for the horse. Ends up with a lot of weight, and you had to have a really big horse to carry that. Plus, they're really agile because they had to be able to get out of the way of whatever was being tossed at them. And today they're mainly used for dressage because of that. Now that you know a little bit more about them, we'll talk about some of the breeds. There are several different varieties of warmbloods. They're actually all considered different breeds. The reason that there are so many is because every little part and county of Europe had their own breeding farms back in the day. So now we have Dutch warmbloods, Belgian warmbloods, Danish warmbloods, French warmbloods, and the all-important varieties of German warmbloods. One variety of the German warmblood is the Oldenburg. They're actually from the Oldenburg part of Germany. They're a bigger warmblood and they're really heavy. They were mostly used as cavalry horses. Another kind of warmblood is the Holsteiner. It's also a German warmblood, and it was used to pull the cannons. And today they are used as the premier combined driving horse. It's funny how the characteristics still go through in all the hundreds of years of gene pools afterwards. Another kind is the Hanoverian. It was the general's horse, and it's still used as mainly an elitist horse, also for dressage. The next thing I'd like to talk to you about is two breeds that have interesting histories that are recent because they involve World War II. One of the horses that has the interesting history behind it because of World War II is the Trakehner. The Trakehner was actually taken and hidden throughout parts of Russia by owners and clever people who owned Trakehners and breeders and you name it, because the Trakehner was a favorite horse of Adolf Hitler for his war horses. I know it seems a little outdated to be using war horses in World War II, but I guess he did. Consequently, many of them were killed, and it about made the breed extinct. So after World War II, they went through and rounded up the very few Trakehners that were left in Germany, plus all the ones they put in Europe, and got the breed back together. The Rhineland-Pfalz Tsar is another interesting breed because it got stuck behind the Iron Curtain from the time World War II started until the time the Berlin Wall fell. So it's really suffered because of that, and they're not sure if they're going to be able to get the gene pool back up and running. But breeders are hopeful, so that's good. So as you can see, there is a lot to know about this little known yet very popular part of the equine world, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Pony!